Welcome to the Indatrashpodcast, a podcast we talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else I feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Rambosstheterrible, and the man to my right, who is always looking at everything in the world through a glass half full, MikeEhle. What's going on, Mike? How you been?
Going on, man? I got some stuff to talk about, but I'll tell you about it during the podcast.
All right, sounds like a plan. Cue the intro. All right, before we start this whole thing, I kind of want to go ahead and just get the elephant out of the room. Yes, I have a sty. No, nobody punched me in the face or anything like that. It's literally just a little bump. Like, it feels like a piece of sand in my eyeball. All right, so just wanted to let everybody know. So
when you
everybody's
shoot
not
with your
wondering
camera,
what the hell's wrong with me.
use the eyepiece when you shoot with the camera?
No, it's I
Most
don't
of
have
yours
like
on
pink
tripod,
eye.
huh?
Yeah, it's on a tripod. Yeah, I don't have like pink eye or anything.
Oh no, yeah, no, pink way. I'm just talking about like the dirt or the oil from the lens thing can rub up there and avoid it.
Oh,
yeah,
nope.
I noticed how I was getting fucking gym towel.
Oh, well, that's kind of gross.
Yeah, because all the sweat build up on it and shit, and all you wipe the sweat, you wipe your eyes and shit, and it's just man. Hot compress.
Yeah.
Use a hot compress. That'll bring it up.
Yeah, that's what people have told me to use, just a warm thing, and that's what I've been using. But
Or what
it's
you
been
could
here for a
do,
couple days.
You can freebase it, man. You know, just get a spoon and heat it up with a lighter, and then put that hot part on.
Yeah, I don't
Then
think I'm
you
going
worry
to do
about
that.
other things. You won't worry about the style no more. You worry about other shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate your medical advice.
Man, I was trying to hear the story next.
Yep, no go. But I do want to talk to you about something else. Just kind of get your opinion on this. All right. So there was this thing I was seeing in the news where these people got caught at a supermarket. No, they were filling up. They were taking like detergents, right? So you know when you buy a detergent, like sometimes they feel very light for how big the container is, right? Because they don't really fill it up all the way. They only fill it up to like 60%. It really feels like, right?
Yeah.
So what they were doing, these people were taking another detergent, and the same detergent, and just pouring it into the one to fill it completely up, and then buying that one, right? So they had 100% full container when they bought it.
Yeah.
And the police, I guess the people at the store or whatever caught them doing that. Security caught them, and the police took them away, right? They were like, "You're technically stealing," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, how do you feel about that whole situation? Like, what are your thoughts about people doing that?
Man, you know what it could have. The smarter probably way was to do it. Don't buy it, but make like almost like a TikTok, but you just tag the company that they're showing. Like, look at this shit, man. We got. Or they could have done it that way. Just bought two of them and just show it on YouTube, man. Look what you're paying for, and try to get the attention that way instead of just buying it. Because I would like that. I don't think about shit like that. I buy the pods, but I mean, like, I don't think. But because just imagine if you take one, you take another one, you were to fill up the thing using a whole nother one.
Yeah,
and you tell people like, and then you also see the shit where most of it's water anyway. So what the fuck are you paying for? Shit like that. But yeah, if they would have done like a YouTube video or even a TikTok video and just tagged the company, had this shit go viral, and the company be like, "Oh shit, we got to do."
Yeah, I mean, that's actually not a good. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea, but I think I don't think these people were doing it because they were like trying to, make a statement against the company. Yeah. They were literally just like, hey, these companies are they're kind of just like, I don't want to say ripping them off, but the way prices have gone skyrocketing and shit like that for like everything, dude,
budget
is, I think, absolutely crazy. Like,
it's ridiculous.
I don't know if I told you this before, but like growing up, I never really had to worry about like the costs of anything, like if I'm talking like normal shit at like a supermarket. Like if I wanted cereal, I could go and buy whatever cereal I wanted. Like it didn't fucking matter. But nowadays, like I literally walked into the cereal aisle and I looked at the costs of fucking Fruity Pebbles, right? And I was like, I'm not paying $7 for a box of Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah,
like, and the Fruity Pebbles it's a tiny box. They're the small ass boxes.
Family size, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just like, no, there's absolutely no way. So I just didn't buy it. Like this is like the first time I've ever really remember thinking that this is too much money for a treat kind of for yourself, you know? Then I was like, this is crazy. And I just didn't do it. So I definitely understand like where people like that are coming from with just filling up a full, like to get the full fucking thing. Because it definitely doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth.
That should be like new challenges. Now, people should just go out and find random shit and be like, look how they jip us on this shit. Like the laundry trip. Or like you go find like cereal and price it back. Then like, damn, what's much change?
Right. Or even like a bag of chips or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. Like I went through, this was actually around the same time I was looking for the cereal. I went into the chips aisle and I was looking at, I was looking for fucking Funyuns. You know, the onion ring kind of chip or whatever. Yeah, and I was looking at that. Yeah, yellow bag. It was $6. I was like,
halfway filled.
For a halfway filled bag of Funyuns. I was like,
Pringles.
Nope.
Pringles,
not doing it.
They're pretty much filled.
Well, I guess Pringles, Pringles, they don't really have much of a choice. But yeah, no, I honestly haven't had Pringles in so long. I don't even know. But yeah, so I just when I was reading that, I was just like, I don't even blame these people. Like,
I don't blame them, but I mean, damn, I think they could have made a better, like a statement out of what they're doing instead of just because they knew what they were doing was wrong.
Oh, I'm sure they know that they're breaking the law, but if they're, I don't think their goal was to get people to talk about what they were doing. But think about what's happened because of that. Even though they got arrested, people are now talking about it. Like me and you, two random ass people, you know, talking about them getting arrested. That's it. Just throw it in the fucking river.
Might start,
So yeah, I just thought that was kind of
every week because I don't like doing lunch.
I mean, if I had them, like, honestly, like if I was like just ultra wealthy, I would definitely do something stupid like that and just never wear the same underwear. Yeah. Not that my underwear is like so dirty in one day. You just like, I gotta get rid of these.
Yeah.
No proof.
Exactly.
But that's it. So get rid of them fucking things. But yeah, so anyway, I just want to know what you guys think out there for this kind of, you know, whatever the hell they did with the detergents.
Do that are people dipping.
Yeah, what are some other products that you think are just way too expensive for what you actually are paying for? And especially because like inflation's just kind of going crazy right now. We definitely would like to know. Please let us know in the comments down below. So to keep with the whole news topic, right? A man was sucker punched while he was, and this happened years ago. This happened like
in New York.
Years ago.
Was it New York? I know.
I don't remember I don't remember the state that this happened in, but it was just an article I recently read. So this guy, he was sucker punched, right? And he was on his bicycle, and when he got sucker punched, he fell off the bike and he hit his head on the ground, and it fractured his skull, right? So the doctors had to put him into a medically induced coma so he didn't die, right? Because they couldn't get him to wake up, but you know, they were able to get him into a coma and stable in that condition, right? And this was like 7 or 8 years ago, right? So the guy who attacked him, who just randomly decided, I'm going to punch this fucking dude on the bike.
Next dude I see on a bike.
Yeah, basically, he was just like, it was a random attack. Yeah. That guy ended up getting caught and arrested. And because the guy was in a coma and he put him into a coma, he ended up getting 2.5 years in jail. So he was in jail for 2.5 years, did his time, and got out. Meanwhile, while he was out, the guy was still in a coma, right? I don't remember how long ago it was, but the guy ended up dying, right? After being in a coma for 7 years, right? In a medically induced coma for 7 years. He ended up dying. Then now, I just want to know, what do you think should happen to the guy who punched him? Should he get charged for murder now? Or maybe not murder, manslaughter, because of what he did to the guy, even though he already served jail time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say so. But then he also definitely has to get fined for them damn bills.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about the bills. Like that was like
the least medical bills gonna be high as fuck.
Yeah, that's
7
a good
years
point.
in a coma. Yeah, because I mean, you can punish him that way or jail time, I think, but definitely get sued at least for them bills.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to cover them bills.
Probably not. I doubt the guy who's just randomly attacking strangers on the street is going to be
exactly
able to afford 7 years. $2
million for that damn stunt.
Yeah, I don't think that's in his budget. But
damn, can you get charged for that? You can't. Probably.
I think you can because it's a different charge. Because the initial charge was probably like assault or something, you know, and then this one would definitely be like manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter, you know, or something like that. So he can get charged again. You can't get charged for the same charge twice. That's double jeopardy. But with this, I think he could technically get another charge for this. But I think if he did get charged for it, the 2.5 years he already spent in jail would have to be consecutive with whatever they gave him. Yeah, so if they gave him another 15, 20 years, right? They're like, hey, we're going to throw you in jail for 20 years because you killed this guy. He died, but you already served 2.5 years. So you're only going to serve 17.5 years of that 20 left because you already did.
And you're paying for the bills.
And you're still paying for the bills.
Yeah. Somehow you better find a way. Use your
working at the with your jail money that we pay you.
Hope you got a lot of ramen packs.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of a crazy situation, right? Like, you don't usually hear things like that, but I was like, damn, this is kind of crazy. Yeah. Yeah, 7 years, and like I feel bad for the guy's family because like they even said like the dude who got attacked had like 2 kids, you know, and the kids were like 11 years old or something when he died. So, you know, they were really young when he even went into a coma. So they basically grew up without a dad, you know.
Seeing their dad in the hospital.
The whole time, like never getting to actually know the guy. Yeah. Nothing. He was literally kind of a vegetable just in a coma, you know, asleep basically the whole time they saw him. And being in a coma, like just being bedridden like that is not exactly like a comfortable way to live because like you have to move, otherwise you get like bed sores and things like that. So like it's just, you know, the guy. I don't mean to sound mean or anything, but being in a coma for 7 years, you might as well kind of be dead at that point. I know I would rather be dead personally. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying me personally. If I'm going to be in coma for more than fucking... Like, if there's no way at the time of my accident that there's no medical way for me to recover, and the doctor's like, hey, he's just going to be in a coma for the rest of his fucking life. We're just keeping on. Just kill me. Like, just let me die.
Yeah, if I'm a vegetable for over a year.
Yeah.
That's all that misery that even the family going.
Yeah, there's... Exactly. Like, what's the point? Like, I'd be torturing my family.
Yeah.
For... You know, instead of letting them kind of just move on.
Yeah.
So
but man,
I don't want to do that.
One family for 7 years, not giving up hope.
Yeah, I mean, I give him credit for that.
Yeah.
But personally, if it was me, I couldn't. I remember my dad and I, when we were growing up, actually had this discussion with my mom and my sister, and they had very different opinions from my father and I. And my dad said, same as me, he was like, hey, if I ever get into a coma or something like that, I'm a vegetable. He's like, just pull the plug. He's like, I don't want to live like that. And I was like, you know what? Me too. Like, I don't want to live like that either. And then my mom and my sister.
Free. You were thinking like that when you were 3, man. That's crazy.
I was a fucking gangster kid.
Yeah, exactly. Hell, you saw dead bodies in the bank and everything like that. So you knew about death.
Yeah. If you're curious what the hell he's talking about, go watch the other podcast.
Might have been 2 podcasts.
Or 2, whatever. Just it was in another one.
Watch them all.
But yeah, I just thought that was kind of crazy. I remember my mom was like, she was against it. Like, she's like, I can't do that. Like, you know, if it happened to her, she's like, she wanted to be given the best shot. Like, she's so afraid of death that like she just doesn't want, you know, any chance of it to happen to her. So even if she was in a coma, she was like, no, like, keep me on the machine, because if in the event that something happens where I can be brought back, she wants to be brought back. Yeah. And same with my sister. But
she's afraid of death. I think, like, for me, like, I'm not afraid of death, but I don't think my kids are ready for life. So that's what I'm gonna think about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I prepared them well enough, even though they probably are.
I'm pretty positive your kids are about as ready as they're gonna be.
Man, they're just gonna walk around the world lost.
I don't think so. Your kids are so well, like, set. Like, I don't think that they're gonna have any trouble.
You know, just in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's something I missed. I missed something.
Here's not to be morbid, but I think that if, you know, something were to happen and you did pass on, like, just tomorrow you get hit by a plane, like a plane falls out of the sky and crushes you, right?
Yeah.
Then
right, I live by Air Force.
I forgot.
Yeah, get something home.
I was just trying to think of something that wasn't realistic.
Maybe a toilet falls out of the sky.
Yeah. You remember in Joe Dirt, like he was carrying around that fucking big frozen
Yeah,
rock of shit? Like that falls out of the sky and crushes you.
Yeah.
All right. I think your kids will be fine. I'd feel bad for your grandkids because I think you would be an amazing granddad growing up, like watching them grow up, you know?
Oh, it's all about them now. The kids.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, F them kids. But the grandkids.
Not the grandkids, but fuck them kids.
Exactly.
But it's funny because I tell all my people, I said, man, when I die, I said, I want to be cremated. And I'm going to give my kids a long list. Like, hey, I want my ashes dumped here, 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 and here. My son, he'll be the one be like, man, just take him to the Red River. He's not going to fucking. My middle one, she'll want to do it. Like, my middle one was like, no, let's go and, experience all stuff. And then my youngest one will be like, that's what. That's what my son like, take it to the Red River. I mean, he'll spread out through the damn Louisiana. That's what he wants.
He's good. He just wants to be home.
Eventually he'll get where he wants to go.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
That's
though.
What I think my kids think of.
I think your kids are good, man. I don't think you need to worry about them. Like I said, I just feel bad for you. I'd feel worse for your grandkids because they'd be missing out on a really cool grandpa.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
They'll
be the ones walking around lost. Their parents.
Oh, yep. That's all right. So what do you guys think should happen with that guy? Should he be charged or should he just be kind of, free,
At
slap
least,
on the wrist? You did your time. Maybe get sued. We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right. So Mike, the NBA playoffs are still going on.
Playoffs?
And man, that first round was fucking crazy. It was really, really, really good.
Got the what? Nuggets and Timberwolves. No.
Nuggets and Timberwolves.
The winner of that one. You're saying the winner of that one.
I think whoever wins that game or that series is going to win the entire thing. That's what I think. They're going to win. That's going to be the championship. 2024 champions is whoever wins that. And like Anthony Edwards, like they just won game 1 at Denver, and they beat him by like 7 points or something like that. And that was just like unexpected. They've only lost 2 home games in the last like 2 years or some shit like that. So yeah, like it's fucking crazy. Like the fact that how well the Timberwolves are playing against them right now. So I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a great series. I think it's going to go 7. Like I want it to go 7, but I can't even tell you
7 for the rating.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you're one of those people who believe like it's all fucking rigged. But
this is what happens. They let them, all the way up to 6. Hey, this is the way the series go. Game 7, play for the
play for real.
Yeah, play for the win.
Yeah, I don't know who I want to win that series. Like, I want both sides to win for different reasons.
Timberwolves, man, you got money riding.
I don't have money. Well, you're kind of right. So my buddy and I made a huge bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going for the Nuggets.
Yeah, he bet the Nuggets were going to win. Everything, the whole thing. I thought that it was going to be the Bucks.
Yeah, this was at the beginning of the season.
This was at the very beginning of the season, right? So I chose the Bucks, and then he chose the Nuggets, and then someone else chose the Hawks.
Close.
So it was a 3-way bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously the Hawks, no chance. So he already paid out. Milwaukee lost. So now I just have to hope that Denver doesn't make it to the end, so I don't have to pay my buddy, right? If all 3 of us are wrong,
so
then
nobody
just
pays. Make it to the finals or win the whole thing.
Win the whole thing. Yeah. Man. So mine was that. Yeah. So it's kind of a little safer bet, not just who gets the furthest or anything like that. Yeah. It's literally who wins the whole thing. So he chose Nuggets. I chose Milwaukee.
So there's a chance for nobody.
Chose the Hawks. Exactly. That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
That's not so it's not a huge issue, but
it's a huge lot of it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money we bet. So yeah, I was like, all right, well, I'd rather not win. Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, I really like Jokic and I really like the Nuggets team. Like I do. They were my second choice if, Milwaukee didn't make it through. And so yeah, like I really love Jokic. I just love how he plays. Like it's so.
He ain't no Edwards.
No, he's not explosive or anything. The dude plays like he's running through syrup. Like it doesn't make sense. He's so fucking slow.
He look like he's not even trying.
Yeah, but that's why I like it. Like I like it because it looks so effortless. It literally looks like I could do it.
Yeah, rolled out the bed. Hey man, we got a game. All right, roll out the bed.
Exactly.
Put up,
Like,
you know, like what the fuck?
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so wild at how someone just with his frame and like his body type and like just dominates, you know.
Yeah.
And he just looks like a tall, big, goofy guy, you know. But he's strong and he's super fucking smart, you know. And he knows how to move his body in a way that just throws everybody off. You know, his timing is crazy, and his passing is amazing. So I really love Jokic. But the thing is, like, I'm falling in love with Anthony Edwards. Like, every game, I'm just falling in love with this guy more and more and more. Too. Yeah. And I feel like him and Victor Wembanyama are going to be, like, the new face of the NBA, you know, in a couple years, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
if he could stay healthy, that's the thing. The
way both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, Anthony Edwards is not like Zion, where Zion is, you know, 700 pounds running down the street. You know, running down the court. Is it the street? Yeah. But he's running down the street to get some beignets.
The glass shake like Jurassic Park.
Exactly. Zion's
coming.
Yeah, but he's not like Zion, you know, who's just fucking enormous and explosive, which are a recipe for injuries, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards is listed at 6'4", right? And what is he? Maybe 220 pounds, something like that. Maybe even less. But he's a fucking solid guy. He's jacked, right? But he's very explosive. And kind of explosive like that Russell Westbrook kind of explosive back in the day, you know, like a bull in a china shop, just ready to fuck everything up, you know, in front of him. But I really love that, you know, and I love the dog he's got in him. He's got like this mentality that I'm just going to kill everybody in front of me, you know? Like, I ain't got no friends on the court. So I just really dig it. So I think I'm going to have to choose Timberwolves, honestly. I think I'm going to start rooting for the Timberwolves to win just because I don't want to pay out my friend. And Jokic already has, like, you know, he's already got his accolades. He's already probably like a top 20, 25 player of all time. So, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think you talked me into it, or I talked myself into it. Man. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go, Mike. You just talked me into it. Thank you.
Payoff bet.
Yeah. So Victor Wembanyama he officially won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Who was the?
Yeah. It was Chet Holmgren was his only real his own. But the thing is, even Chet Holmgren was like, technically this was his second year in the league, because his actual rookie year, he didn't play a single game because he was hurt all year.
Yeah.
So that's why they considered this his rookie year, because he is actually able to play. But the thing is, like, even though you weren't playing, you were still surrounded by NBA players, like, learning from them, you know, like watching them.
You were
and
still
like
getting the NBA training.
Yeah, exactly. You were getting the experience still from that. You might not have been getting the in-game experience, but you were definitely just getting like the
who do you play for in All-Star? Was it rookies or sophomore? Who do you play for?
Oh, I don't.
Do they still do that game? Remember how to do that? I don't
think that was even a thing.
Yeah,
they didn't do that.
Yeah, used to do that.
Yeah, they don't do that. I don't even remember the last time they did do that. But no, they don't do that. But yeah, no, it was so. Yeah, he was.
Hard to say. I bet don't say
rookie. So Chet's rookie year was pretty good. You know, he started off really strong, but he definitely faded away towards the end. And there was one game in particular where it was the Spurs versus Oklahoma City. So it was Victor versus Chet. And it was like a defining moment in the season where Victor Wembanyama just took a shit on fucking Chet Holmgren's like chest.
Yeah.
Right? And it was just like, okay, well, Victor's clearly the better of the two. Like, it's not. Cleveland Steamer. Yep. He took a Cleveland Steamer on. You know why it's called a Cleveland Steamer? Like, why it's a steamer? Because think about it. If it's Cleveland's hot, cold. Yeah, Cleveland's cold. And when you take a shit, it's still nice and fucking hot. So it's nice and steamy. So that's why it's Cleveland Steamer.
What are they saying? Cleveland's a shitty town?
I don't know. I've been to Cleveland before. I think what's in Cleveland? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or maybe there's some Hall of Fame out there that I went to. Baseball Hall of Fame, maybe, or basketball Hall of Fame. I don't know. Something's in Cleveland.
Where's Cooper?
Baseball's in Cooperstown. And then, but what's in Cleveland? Like, I thought there was something. I went to Cleveland before, and there was some Hall of Fame out there.
NFL Hall. The NFL Hall.
I have no idea. I'm not I don't know. I definitely didn't go to an NFL Hall of Fame. Like, I'm not a huge football guy. That's more your speed. So I'm thinking it might have been NBA, but I really don't remember. It was a long time ago. I was a teenager, and I was a very drunk teenager at the time. Also,
Damn.
should not have been drinking, but yeah, I was doing my thing.
Oh, ain't supposed to go together.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do a lot of things. So real quick, just to continue on with the whole basketball thing before we, move on from this, the Mavericks are going to be playing the Thunder, right? So you got the Mavs versus Thunder.
Mavs, man, easy win for the Mavs.
I don't know if that's going to be an easy win at all. Like the Thunder are really good. They literally finished number 1 in the West.
And they barely got by the Pelicans. No,
they smashed the Pelicans. Literally swept them.
Man,
it was 4 to
all different channel.
Yeah. So there was, I think, one game the Pelicans almost won.
The first game.
And I don't even think it was the first. I think it was like the second or third game. But they almost won. And then that was the end of that. Like OKC was like, okay, let's just fucking kill these guys and keep it moving.
No gentlemen.
Nope, just fucking straight sweep.
Go home.
And then we have the Celtics and Cavs. So the Cavs ended up beating the Magic in the first and only 7-game series of the first round. So the Cavaliers are playing the Celtics. That's going to be a shit show for the Cavs. They're just going to. I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics.
Steamer.
Yeah, well, no, they're going to have a Cleveland Steamer on their chest. Because I'm pretty sure the Celtics are just going to dog walk them. And then it's Pacers versus Knicks, which I think can be very good. I think that's going to be a good match. So I think the Knicks are going to take that one though.
90s, it's always Pacers and Knicks.
Yep, exactly. Yep. But now here we go, Pacers Knicks again. The Pacers don't exactly have like an amazing defense or anything like that, so I'm curious to see how Jalen Brunson does against them. But we'll see. I'm going to choose Knicks on that one, and I'm probably going to go Knicks in 6. So I go Knicks in 6. I have Celtics in 4. I have Timberwolves in 7. And I'll go with Mavs in 6. Mavs in 6. That's what I'm going to go with. All right. So you guys out there, let me know what you guys think about, the games that are coming up. We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. So, Mike, Mother's Day is coming up, right? Yeah. Which is it this weekend?
By the time this thing posted, this week, this Sunday.
Oh, okay. So it's coming up. All right. Mother's Day. What do you do for your mom normally? And do you have any plans for your Mother's Day? Well, for your mom this Mother's Day?
Man, it's so weird. Like my mom and dad, they have, like if I was to give them something else, then they'll be bored. Because they have fucking everything.
Oh, they got a lot of stuff?
Yeah. And then like my mom, she just loves family time. That's all she really cares about. She just likes to have everybody up under her roof and do our thing, which I think my son's actually down. So we'll be going over there. But so this year I got creative. I ever show you my flower holder, my six shelf flower holder?
I don't think so.
Around my TV.
Oh, the new one you just bought?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it's like a 6-tier one. So I bought another one for my mom. So it's coming in Wednesday. I'm gonna put it together. And then I told my kids and I told my brother, I said, hey, everybody buy a plant to put on this thing. So that way we decorate that. And then so I stole a gift from them too. So I bought these little planters and they look like people. And you just put like the plant on their head so it looks like they have hair. And they're on a swing. So they're hanging plants. So it looks like they're fucking swinging. Well, I like them so much I'm taking them. So I'm going to give my mom 2 of my hanging plants from my fucking plant tier. She'll never know, man. Never know.
Well, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'm robbing you.
Exactly. Thanks. Thanks for my gift.
Yeah. Mother's Day, you're supposed to, it's supposed to be a gift for them, not taking away.
Well, I mean, she's getting the tier thing, And it's so cool because, her door.
So you're trading.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're doing a trade with her.
So her door.
Involuntary trade.
It has the glass on the side of the door. So the plants are going to cover, make a little arc around that little door.
Nice.
It's going to be pretty gangster.
That sounds like a nice little gift. I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
And everybody gets to pitch in, and nobody has to think, damn, what we're going to get mom. Everybody gets a plant.
Yeah.
My mom, she loves gardens and she loves plants.
Yeah, she probably would like that too, especially if everybody chipped in. It's kind of like everybody's thinking about her. Like
a plant I would give her that symbolizes me is probably a cactus because I'm an asshole.
Cactus. Respect. Yeah, for me and my mom, normally I just go with like flowers or something like that. Sometimes I try to get like a little creative with the gifts and kind of go for something like stupid or like, for example, one year I sent her a pillow with a picture of my face on it. So it's literally just a fucking, and it's like in the shape of my face and everything.
Yeah. So right now it's fucking in the dog bed.
What the hell is this thing? I have a little like seed. I ate some like a bagel earlier and I had a seed stuck on my tooth.
Everything bagel.
Yeah, it just came back, a little sesame seed, and I like bit into it. Like, this little hard little nugget in my mouth. But yeah, so I got her that. I got her a candle once that was like, you know, I don't know, this candle's from your favorite, you know, son or whatever like that. Specifically so that my sister could see it. Or from your favorite child. Yeah, you know, so my sister could see that.
My youngest daughter got her mother saying that if I had another mother, I'd beat her up and come find you or some shit. That's what it said on the candle.
That's kind of funny. But yeah, I just try to go with some goofy stuff. I'm usually like pretty good at gifts, I think. But here's the thing. I think I'm great at giving gifts. But it always seems like anytime I give a gift to somebody, they don't like it. That's dope. Maybe I'm not that good at giving gifts.
Yeah, maybe. But hey, you keep doing you. You know, at least it's the thought that counts.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, he does the what's some little fruits that they send?
Fruits that they like a fruit basket?
It's almost like a fruit basket, but you know, they make them look like little plants and shit.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
That's my story. But anyways, he orders these things. Something boutique.
Edible arrangement?
Edible arrangement. That's it.
There you go.
But yeah, so you have heard of them. So yeah, he sends those things a lot, and like every time they get there, just destroyed. Not what they do, like what they look like in the picture. They just never got no luck on.
Oh, is that because of like the transportation of them? Like, just kind of fucks them up.
Yeah, and then so my dad, he's like, man, I need to tell your brother stop sending it. We never get to it like when it looks like in the picture. Just always
right. Just kind of a piece of shit. Well, I mean, I could understand that.
The plant thing, or you can just bring those back to life. It's easy.
Yeah, speaking of bringing plants back to life, I have some cactus in the back of my house. Yeah. They're dragon fruit cactus. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog, but yeah, they're dragon fruit cactus. And my neighbor grows dragon fruits, and she actually just hit me up recently on the phone.
And was like,
hey, basically that's what she was saying. She was like, hey, I want to mix pollen with you. And I was like, respect.
That's pretty special. Usually home, man.
Yeah. So I was so she's gonna basically give me some of her plants pollen. I'm gonna put it with my plants flowers and kind of see what happens. Because I don't get much fruit from mine. I would like to give my mom some fruits and that I do grow. Like I grow a lot of lemons.
Yeah.
So, I always give her lemons when she comes down here. But I want to grow some dragon fruits, man. How good would that be to have some dragon fruit? Yeah. Right? And them things sell. They're kind of expensive at the store and shit like that. Yeah. So might as well just like.
So dragon fruit comes
grab my own.
Cactus?
Yeah, it's a cactus, and it's like a pretty skinny cactus. It kind of grows like it grows like a vine almost. Like really? So like you have to have a post to have it like grow up the post, and then like it'll kind of like hang off the top of a post, kind of like a palm tree almost. And yeah, they bud.
My bad.
You probably could. They're not exactly like hard to keep alive. Like I don't do anything to these fucking things. They're just always alive.
As Louisiana, so
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to be too much difference, or too big of a difference that it would affect the growing of it. But yeah, dragon fruit, yeah, and they taste great.
That here and fucking nobody has dragon fruit.
Yep, and I'm gonna get some. My neighbor also has a mango tree. Yeah, she has some. She has lemons. And what else? What is that? Oh, blueberries. She has blueberry bushes. Like,
is this like a close neighbor, or is this like
2 houses down the street? Yep, 2 houses away.
She's been spying your backyard at your cactus.
Yeah, because she said she was looking out her second story window, and she noticed that I had cactuses in my backyard, and was like, "Oh, you have cactus." So like, I had never met her, dude. I've been here for years, never met this woman. But then again, like, we have a lot of space between our houses out here, and she literally walked all the way down the street to like come and talk to me one day because she saw me outside and was like, "Hey, listen, I'm your neighbor, blah blah blah," and she was like, "I don't mean to tell you like I was spying on you."
Yeah.
But she was like, "Do you have dragon fruits?"
Pollen. That sounds so fucking.
Basically, yeah. She came over and she wanted to spread her pollen. So I told her I accept your pollen. Yeah. So she said she can freeze it, which I didn't know you could do. You could freeze the pollen.
Dang.
Yeah, and then I can take it afterwards and kind of sprinkle it on my plants. Yep. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I can grow some.
Man, maybe
it's not obviously it won't.
Wreck. You think your cactus will get it wrecked?
My cactus is erect. It's always erect. I don't have to worry about that.
Just making sure. I thought it was looking.
It's still
put some pollen.
It's still a pretty young cactus.
Yeah.
So like it's okay. But yeah, it's not going to grow anything by the time my mom gets here for Mother's Day. So that's not going to work. But for this Mother's Day, I don't know what to get her really. So I think I might just do the flowers again, kind of just the
get the plant tier.
Plant tier?
Get her
the
her own
planter
cactus for her house up there. So she can grow.
She's in North Carolina. It wouldn't grow.
Yeah,
it
that
wouldn't grow.
Probably...
Yeah. I had papayas.
I had a banana tree. I actually had banana.
Did it die?
It comes back.
Oh, does it? Yeah, my papaya trees completely died. Like I had 4 of them. All of them died.
Might be growing right now, actually.
Oh, really? I also have yucca. You know what yucca is?
No.
So it's like this root. It's kind of like a tuber, like a potato, right? And they grow very, very easily. You don't have to do a goddamn thing to this. Like it grows like a stalk, right? And you cut the stalk, and you just plant it again, and it grows a whole new plant for every single stalk you grow. So it is extremely easy to have like hundreds of these.
It looks like a real gardener, man.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Like we grow it in the corner, and I'm just like, I'm not messing with this thing.
You got a garden?
I wouldn't say it's a garden, but we have a couple plants and trees, to kind of keep it nice. We have an acre, so it's not like a huge plot of land, but like it's enough.
Fits on the acre. So how big's like the backyard?
That's just it. The front yard is the house is closer to the front yard than it is. So
it looks like the front yard looks like our California house.
No, it's still bigger than that.
Okay.
So it's bigger than that, but the backyard is.
We didn't have shit.
No, it's tiny. It's very small. Yeah, but this one is no. I have a long driveway, right? So I have quite a bit of grass in the front. But my it's hard to explain. Like my property has a square backyard, but the front of it's kind of like a triangle. Yeah, I'll show you it. But anyway, yeah, I got an acre and change, and so at the back border, that's where we keep the plants, the lemon tree and shit like that. Yeah. Yucca plant, cactuses, got the blueberries, got the pineapples. You got pineapples?
You don't have.
We got pineapples in pots. Sure? Yeah, bro. And the thing is, so I found out with pineapples, they only grow. What? You never ask. You don't ask about me.
You didn't know.
I always ask about you, Mike.
You none of this shit in California. We had a beer garden in our fucking backyard. It was just a backyard full of beer cans, and we had a beer garden. That's all we fucking had.
We had beer cans, and we had a fucking like rusted out. What is that game with the fucking little men in the soccer game? Like it's on a table hockey or whatever. Foosball. Yeah. We had a rusted out foosball table.
Yeah. Nothing. We couldn't eat nothing from that backyard.
Yep. So we got the pineapples. And pineapples, it's interesting because they only grow one fruit per stalk. Right? So anytime you'll see the pineapple grow and it grows from a specific stalk, that stalk will never grow another pineapple. But it'll have an offshoot off to the side with a new stalk, and that can grow a pineapple. So you can still get multiple pineapples.
Right.
Dude, pineapples are so easy. Like you can grab a pineapple from the grocery store, right? And you just cut the top of it off. Like cut the top, where the spines are and shit, the plant, and just plant that.
Plant that.
And literally just plant the part and then water it and shit like that, and just forget about it for a while, and then let it, sit out in the rain. Water it occasionally. Yeah, and then before you know it, you're gonna have another pineapple. Yep. And they start off tiny and cute, and then they just, grow into a goddamn pineapple.
Oh.
And they
Because we're gonna start our garden here probably this summer.
Yeah. It's very easy to grow pineapple. And this, pumpkins are another really easy thing to grow.
Yeah.
The thing is with pumpkin, they're almost too easy, right? Because, for example, like Gil, if he eats pumpkin and gets the seeds in his poop and then he poops, the fucking seeds wherever he shit will grow pumpkins. Yeah. Awesome. So they're too hardy of a plant.
For dogs too.
Yeah, it's really good for dogs, but you just got to be careful with the seeds because, like I said, you don't want to accidentally have a fucking pumpkin patch in your backyard, like everywhere. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So that's it, man. See you could find out things about me if you actually asked and cared.
What's your last name again?
You can call me Flame. Nicholas Fuego.
But yeah, man, get your mother plants, man. Don't do the flowers. Challenge her. Challenge her with a plant. Find a plant that represents you.
A plant that's like me.
And see if she cares.
Like me. I think a tomato.
If she doesn't care for it, she doesn't care.
I grew tomatoes. They grow pretty good. Smaller than I expected, but that's my own fault.
Oh, you had a thumb. The whole time I was going to the fucking groceries.
I could just be mailing you tiny ass fruit. Oh, you know what else grows like crazy? Basil. Basil and parsley both grow.
What about rosemary?
Insane. I didn't grow rosemary. I just had basil and parsley. But I'm sure I probably could grow that pretty easily.
Find out.
But yeah, so those two. But anyway, what do you guys out there do for your mom? If you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, here's a question for you, Mike. So if a friend borrowed, let's say lame-ass Dave, right? Let's say he were to borrow $100 from you. You guys go gambling together, right? You go out to the casino. He has no money, right? Nothing. He literally just went to fucking do nothing, right? But then you were like, hey, I feel bad. Here's $100. And then he ends up winning $50,000 with your $100. Do you expect him to give you anything back as repayment?
You talk about a profit. Like, no, I expect my $100 back, but you say, do I add anything off of that winning?
Yeah. Like I said, he used your $100 and won.
I expect it, but I won't act.
Okay.
And that'll pretty much tell me, like, almost where my friendship is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that lets me know, okay, next time, like, I'm not going to be like, hey, bro, let me get half because, that's technically my money. I'm not going to say shit because that's the type of person I am. I won't even congratulate. Hey, man, congratulations, shit like that. I'm not going to say nothing, but it's going to tell me where my friendship is. Because this dude don't offer me, like, bro, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have got this. And now I'm $50,000 richer. Fucking, I wouldn't even, like, expect half. Like, you can give me, like, maybe 15. But, I mean, like, but I'm not going to ask. But it's going to tell me.
All right. I see where you're at.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even say anything.
Huh?
You wouldn't say anything.
No. Because if I was to win, I would give that person half.
I feel like that's a pretty solid number. Yeah. Like, again, I probably wouldn't ask for it either. Like, I don't think I'd be like, hey, man, let me get my cut because, whatever.
And then what I'll do after our friendship is over that, because he didn't give me no money. If we're ever at the damn bar, I'll be like, yeah, that's the motherfucker fucking won $50,000 off my $100 and he didn't give me shit. I would do that later.
Fucking call him out.
Yeah, exactly. I'll call him out later because, hell, by that time, maybe a week or months went by because fucking, what's it called? You didn't give me no money. Okay, we're not friends. I guess we were never friends. And then next time I see the dude, because I'm not going to hang out with him anymore, I'm just going to be like, yep, that's the motherfucker I get. And I'm going to say it out loud, too, just so you know, like, damn, that's what happened to our friendship. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that would be super obvious, though. Like, yeah, if you just all of a sudden stop being friends after he wins all this money and shit. Yeah. Like, it'd be pretty obvious. Like, I can tell you, if it was me and you, and we went to the casino, and it was like that situation, it would 100% be 50-50. I'd give you half.
I was going to give you 40,000. I was going to take 10.
What?
Yeah, that's just me, Nick. That's how much I care.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I was gonna make you plant a fucking garden in my backyard. I was gonna pay you to fucking plant a garden in my backyard.
My green thumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think 50-50 is a pretty solid, especially if you're like good friends with somebody. 50-50. There was actually a similar kind of story with this old lady and her grandson. And they played a lottery.
Yeah, they won the lottery
together.
Yeah, they hated each other.
She hated him.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mutual hate. It was she is just super fucking greedy.
Yeah, that story's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, with that story, for those who don't know, yeah, it was an older lady. She bought a ticket with the grandson or whatever. They agreed that whatever money they won, they would split it, but they put both their names on the ticket, and they ended up winning, right? They ended up winning. I don't remember how much it was. It was something like 750,000, maybe $1 million, something like that, right? And the grandma ended up wanting to take the grandson to court for the entire winnings of the ticket, because she said she never agreed that specific lottery ticket was going to be the one that they were splitting. She said that they agreed to split a different lottery ticket, and that the one that obviously that ticket didn't win. But both their names were on this ticket, right? Yeah. Both their names were on it. So the winnings got split between the two. And the own grandma was taking her fucking grandson to court to get all of the money. And the thing is, the grandson, could you imagine? And then like the grandkid, I think, ended up taking like 100,000 of it and gave like 600,000 to the grandma and was just like, fuck it, take it, like go away, you know? Like, could you fucking imagine? Like, that woman's gonna die. She's literally gonna die. Like, what are you just gonna like with fucking his money thing? Yeah, but I'm sure he's not. Yeah. But at the same time, like, what a fucking piece of shit. Like, what? How do you do that?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, man. Right. That shit was fucking nuts.
Well, yeah, I would have gave you 40 out of the 50.
That's the type of 40 out of the 50. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, but I think 50-50 is good.
Maybe
I think
if it was 35, I would have been happy with 50.
I don't believe you. It's literally going to be 20, 25, 25.
But I see that's. But
and
see,
the thing is, like, I don't think I could accept if you were going to give me that much.
You would be like, bro, just make it 50-50. I'm like, no, man, here goes 35.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be playing me because you know exactly what the fuck I would push for. You're just trying to be all this like,
man, Mike's a nice guy.
Extra chivalrous. Yeah.
And they're like, damn, Nick, I can't believe you asked for that money.
Yeah, and I'd look like the bad guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. But I think if it was somebody I didn't really know, like if we went as a group of friends or something like that, and then some random person in the group who I didn't know, who was like your friend or some shit, was like, hey man, here's $100, and I won 50. I think in that case I would be like, hey man, here's 20 grand or something like that. I'd still be pretty close to 50-50.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I would do, just because I don't really know the guy. But it was still nice of him, you know. He still walks away with quite a bit.
But see, how about if it was reversed? If you gave somebody you barely knew 100.
That's when the reason I would give that is because that's what I would expect. Right? Like if I didn't know somebody in just a group and I gave them 100 and they win 50, I would expect around 20.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know them. You know, I'm like, hey, I understand, like I gave it to you, but I don't know you like that. Like this was just it's just a luck thing, right? So I would expect 20 in that case. So that's why I would give 20 in that case, you know? Like just how I would expect, you know, reciprocated back to me. Which, you know, I mean, that doesn't sound too unreasonable, right?
No, it doesn't. Hell, everybody made a profit.
Yeah, everybody wins in that situation.
Unless you went and fucking lost 20,000. Everybody makes a profit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of an interesting question, you know, whatever. So what do you guys think? How would you guys play that whole situation out? Would you be expecting a lot more, or am I asking for too much? And, you know, like, I'm just really curious. Please let us know in the comments down below. All right, Mike. So we're going to go ahead and do the questions from the giant list of questions that I have, the 404. We've already done about like 5 of them or something like that.
Thanks.
So I think we don't really have to go over the ones you've already done because you have a very low chance of choosing the same question again. Yeah, so go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 404.
387.
387. Damn, that one's up there. Not expecting that.
Random.
387. All right. Okay. So 387 is, how do you handle being around toxic people, especially if you need to be around them given your circumstances?
How do I handle toxic?
Yeah.
Have to be around.
You have to be around them, yeah. So like I don't know. So like, I don't know, lame ass Dave or something like that.
Yeah.
Like someone
so,
toxic.
One, I try to not make no eye contact. I stay quiet. And like a lot of times, like if I'm around toxic people, there has to be one person I know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't just if there's 100% toxic people, I shouldn't even be there, first off. But there has to be somebody there that I know. So I would turn all my attention to this one person that I knew. And we'll just have our own little discussion.
That's fair.
Yeah, but if it's 100% toxic people, yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to, you don't want to be around
that's how
them.
I handle that one. I give the old Irish goodbye. Hey, let me go out to use the restroom right quick.
Are you one of those people who does that, like on the norm?
Did it yesterday. But see, like, so, and I was wondering myself, so when I did it yesterday, I was like, damn, why did I do that? You know, and then everybody, they called me, the people I said goodbye to, they called me out on it. They're like, bro, you always do that. And I said, so like my thing was, so yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. And then I was chilling inside the house, and there's people outside chilling and stuff like that. And the people I was chilling inside the house, I said my goodbyes to them. And they're like, you're not going to tell everybody goodbye? And I was like, because the Southern goodbyes, it could take up to 2 hours to say goodbye.
Yeah, we call that the Puerto Rican goodbye in my
family.
family.
Because you go outside and you start talking to them and shit like that. Next thing you know,
exactly the same. Man.
So I avoid that by doing the Irish goodbye. And then I was like, damn. And then also, like, I don't want to ruin that vibe. Like, it's a different vibe out there. Like, if I go out there and make my announcement, I feel like I just ruined everybody's vibe. And that's when people will be like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going too and shit like that. And, you know,
right.
So that's why I do the Irish
it.
goodbye. Yeah, that's why I do that. I'll say goodbye to the people around me. That so I was leaving yesterday after I did my Irish goodbye, and they're like, "Hey man, you gonna talk to me?" I was like, "Oh, let me go put this up in my truck, and I'll be right back." The motherfucker just started laughing because you know I was
just leaving. Yeah. See, I didn't remember if you were that kind of person who just did that because I lived with you, so you never left anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where did you go, to your room?
Yeah, you know,
you know.
Which I mean,
exactly.
I guess I've done that where the party's going on, I just slide to my room.
That doesn't really count, though. I mean, like, whatever. That's your fucking house.
Yeah, I never left.
Yeah. So yeah, I just didn't remember.
I believe in Irish goodbye.
That's fair. That's fair. And I definitely understand what you're talking about the whole not wanting to ruin the vibe and shit like that.
Yeah.
But me personally, I've always been the guy to say goodbye. Like, I always say goodbye. I always will be like, I always kind of just do the, oh man, it's getting kind of late. I got shit I got to do in the morning, like kind of thing. You know, and that kind of gets it moving.
That would have been the asshole that I went in the backyard with my hands full of food. All right, then y'all take it easy. And then, so look at this motherfucker.
You mind if I take some of this for tomorrow?
Just came here and got food and left. You know?
And dip out. Yeah, but no, I've always been the say goodbye person. I don't think I've ever really left without saying goodbye, unless I was like pissed off for some reason or another.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
I used to be always the one that said goodbye, but it was just those 2-hour goodbye talks. But I was like,
yeah,
God damn, I'm supposed to be home already.
That happens with my family all the time.
Yeah.
Man. Like all the time. Like we're like, all right, time to go, and it'll be like 8:00. We don't actually leave until like fucking 9:30 or something.
Yeah, and they walk you to the car. You get outside.
That's exactly it. And then they're waiting for outside, and like you're just talking outside, and then like I was like, damn, we've been. Like, I remember one time, me and my cousin, we were starting to say goodbye, and then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, we're watching videos on, like, ghost stories or some shit. Like, outside in the garage. I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But, like, I love my family for that type of shit, but it is a really long process.
I got called out a lot by my kids and my ex, well, my wife at the time, but my like, you always do that shit. I was like, you have to. He walked me out to the car. I got to be respectful.
Yeah, no, I got you. I get it. So for me, what the hell was he? I don't even remember
Toxic
the question
people.
now. Oh, how do you be around toxic people? So the only real example I have of this recently was in college. you know? And
People that failed you on your group?
the people in my group, yeah. And like I don't even know if they were necessarily toxic, but they were just like lazy as all fuck, you know? And I remember they're all young kids, you know, they're all like in their, I mean not young kids, but like they're like fucking in their 20s, you know, early 20s or something like that, maybe late teens. And just having to fucking wrangle them to do their parts was like fucking wrangling a bunch of cats, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember I had to like say to them in our little group chat or whatever, I was like, I'm fucking like, I'm old enough to be your fathers. Like, I don't have time to be fucking around with y'all.
Talk to your mother.
Yeah.
Because that's what you guys are acting like.
I was like, I'm gonna call your mom right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I just told him, I was like, I don't have fucking time and the patience to fucking deal with this. I was like, just do your fucking part so we can all just carry on. You know? I was like, you don't have to like me and I don't have to like you guys, but can we at least just fucking do this and just be done? You know? And I guess just for if you have to be around it, is just to be honest about it. I guess, you know, like kind of call them out, like call them out on it a little bit. I don't
fucking like you.
Kind of, yeah. Like we don't have to like each other, but we got to do it. You know, we just got to fucking knock it out. But yeah, and it's funny because after that point, we actually all became kind of cool. Like after I kind of called them out on their stupid shit,
yeah,
like they all kind of came around to it. So I don't know. Maybe they all secretly fucking hated me afterwards. I really don't know. But who cares? The work got done and everything was cool. So it is what it is. But I don't even know if that answers the fucking question. I don't really deal with toxic people. Like, you know, even in my job, I don't have toxic people.
Well, and I'm not the type of person like they just fuck up. I give them the excuse. Hey man, go use the restroom. All right.
just abandon them.
Yeah. Grab the phone. Oh, my daughter. I got that's what I do.
Yeah, I don't know. The kid. I'm not really sure about this one. I don't deal with.
That's one thing good, man. You use the kids as an excuse nowadays. Like when you're at a place you don't want to be there anymore. Oh shit, man, my daughter.
That's what I do with my dogs. My dogs are my excuse for fucking everything. Like, I gotta go feed my dogs. Oh, I have to walk my dog. Sorry.
I forgot my dog in the car. It's been 3 hours. Let me go get him.
Let me go save my dog. My dog's probably tired of being in the car. You know, he's probably bored by now. He's probably sleeping, but
like, I'm sure he can't put down a window.
Yeah, we gotta go check on him. All right. So, what do you guys think? How do you guys deal with being around toxic folks? We'd love to hear your comments in the comment section down below.
Give us some advice. Man.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we really need. Some advice. All right, Mike. So, before we get the hell out of here, is there anything that you are enjoying this week that you would like to tell the audience about?
Man, so I went to a baseball game this past week.
Yes, the LSU game.
I wore my stormtrooper helmet. But man, after being there and wearing that helmet, I was like, I need another one. So me and my buddy, we plan to go every May 4th to a baseball game.
Oh, nice.
Whether because last year LSU played away, they didn't play at home, and that's what we said we're gonna start making it. If they even travel on that weekend, we're gonna travel wherever they go. And that's gonna be our thing, May 4th. So now I got to get a new helmet. So I'm getting I think I'm gonna get a Scout Trooper. The guys that ride the little bikes and shit.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get one.
Respect. That's a good idea though.
Project. Because now I got the Stormtrooper and then I have a Scout Trooper.
And you're gonna have like a little collection.
Oh, so and then we bought. You ever see those neck fans?
Yeah, I have. I literally have one like right over there.
Yeah. So I had that on. So I had my helmet, then the neck fan. It blew a little air up in it.
Air up. Yep.
Yeah, helped out a lot. I tell you that.
Yeah, I use the neck fan. Going to like theme parks or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just standing in line, you're just fucking chilling with it. It's really nice, and they last a long time too. So
yeah, this one lasts 6 hours. Well, it could last.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used mine the entire time, so I just always.
We're trying to find the ones that have Bluetooth speakers on. So that way, when you put on the fucking helmet, you can just play Star Wars music.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm sure they probably have something like that.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah. So what I've been enjoying this week is, I don't know if you've seen, but they've been these videos coming out that is like an AI singer, right? So it's just like a digital voice singing these text messages, but it's like a text message conversation between like just two people for whatever reason. But they turned those messages into like a song. And these they're fucking hilarious. Like the conversations themselves would be funny.
Where you watch them at?
Just on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, just kind of going through and they pop up.
You put in AI text music?
No, I don't search for anything on Instagram. Like it literally just pops up and then like
how am I supposed to know where to find these?
I mean, if you search for it, I guess you could search for it. I would just search for like AI text message song.
See one, send it.
Okay, I can do that too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you like something, Instagram like shows you what you keep liking.
Yeah.
So like because I keep liking these, it keeps showing me these fucking things. So with this, like there was a conversation between like a son and his dad, and the son is like, "Dad, guess what? I lost my virginity," and the dad's like, "Congrats, whatever. I'm so proud of you." And then I just had sex, whatever. And then the dad's like, "Congratulations." And then the son is like, "Yeah, my ass still hurts though." And then the dad is like, "We really need to have a conversation, son. We got a lot to talk about."
Yeah.
And it was just like a song, and it was like obviously more to the conversation, but it was very, very funny. And then there was another one, a conversation between a girl who's trying to buy a used dildo from another girl. And she's like trying to negotiate the price with her, and the girl's like, "It's $20." She's like, "I'll give you 10." And then she's like, "I'll give you 10 and you don't have to clean it." Just like shit like that. Just like, it's kind of stupid, but like really, really funny.
Yes.
And then like at the end they end up agreeing like, "Okay, I'll do that."
Yeah.
Like it was like $10, but I won't fucking clean it. So yeah, it's just like that type of shit. This is really funny, like AI song videos.
Yeah.
So you can find it. But yes, I will send it to you.
That way
next time. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you see it pop up on yours.
I will. All right. We got anything else? Are we good?
I'm good. I'm out of right.
That's it. All right. So remember, guys, Mother's Day should have already happened. So hopefully you did something fun with your moms. Yeah. And that's it. Make sure you take care of them. All right. If you have enjoyed hanging out with us, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, do all those things that really help us out.
Tell your mom
with the algorithm. Tell your mom about us, right? We are trying to grow, so please go ahead and do those things. It does help a lot. If you want to see more of us, you can find us on Spotify or Facebook. If you just want to listen to the audio of us, like just as a regular podcast, then you can find us on Spotify. All right. And remember, bad decisions always make for the best stories. Peace out.